Warner Brothers has officially shifted gears with Mortal Kombat 2, and the news is shaking up fans everywhere. The sequel was originally slated to arrive this October, but instead of dropping in just a couple of months, the studio is holding back, pushing the release all the way to May 15, 2026. That's almost 2 years of extra waiting, and while it's disappointing for anyone who's been counting down the days, there's a big reason behind the move. By choosing May, Warner Brothers is planting the film right at the start of the summer blockbuster season. That's the same golden window where studios drop their biggest titles, the ones they believe can dominate not just opening weekend but the entire season. And if history tells us anything, the studio might be making a smart play. Earlier this year, Sony tested the waters with Final Destination, Bloodlines, and that gamble paid off big time. The movie thrived in that same May slot, proving just how powerful timing can be. This delay doesn't just give Warner Brothers a better shot at box office success, it also means more time to fine-tune what's shaping up to be one of the most ambitious video game adaptations ever. The sequel reunites director Simon McQuoid, who previously helmed the 2021 reboot, with an even larger cast and bigger stakes. This time, fan favorite Johnny Cage will finally make his grand entrance, played by none other than Karl Urban. Known for his roles in The Boys and The Lord of the Rings, Urban brings both swagger and grit to Cage, and fans have already been buzzing about whether his take on the iconic fighter will become one of the defining highlights of the sequel. But Cage won't be the only one in the spotlight. The film's roster is stacked with returning and new faces alike. Adeline Rudolph, Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, Ludi Lin, Mechad Brooks, Toddy Gabrielle, Louis Tan, Damon Harriman, Shin Han, Tadanobu Asano, Joe Taslim, and Hiroyuki Sanada round out the ensemble. Each one of these characters has a role to play in the survival of Earthrealm, and this time the stakes are clearer than ever. They must stand united to fend off the terrifying forces of Outworld. Fans of the video game series know that Outworld is no small threat. It's a realm filled with some of the deadliest villains and most dangerous warriors in the Mortal Kombat universe, which means the battles ahead won't just be big, they'll be brutal. The story itself, written by Jeremy Slater, dives deeper into the mythology that fans have cherished for decades. Slater, who's worked on projects like Moon Knight and the Umbrella Academy, is no stranger to mixing intense action with layered storytelling. By working from the foundation laid by Mortal Kombat creators Ed Boon and John Tobias, the sequel promises to stay true to the legacy of the games while pushing into new cinematic territory. And with powerhouse producers like James Wan, Todd Garner, Toby Emmerich, and E. Bennett Walsh behind the project, it's clear Warner Brothers isn't treating this sequel like just another action movie, it's positioning it as a tentpole franchise. Audiences already got a sneak peek back in April at CinemaCon, where new line chief Richard Brenner introduced the first footage. His words set the tone: expect amazing fights, epic battles, and a few fatalities. That final tease sent fans into a frenzy, because let's be honest, Mortal Kombat without fatalities just isn't Mortal Kombat. Those iconic finishing moves are what separate the franchise from every other fighter, and seeing them brought to life on the big screen is one of the biggest reasons fans keep showing up. And then came the trailer. Released last month, the first official footage gave audiences a taste of just how wild this sequel is going to get. It wasn't just about the punches, kicks, and spine-shattering blows. The trailer leaned into the humor too, especially through Karl Urban's Johnny Cage. In one standout moment, a fan approaches him about rebooting his old show, and without missing a beat, Cage shoots back, "Nobody wants that. *T went out in the 90s. It's a perfect nod to the franchise's roots, while also showing that Mortal Kombat 2 won't be afraid to poke fun at itself. That blend of brutal combat and sharp comedy is exactly what fans wanted from Cage's debut, and the response online proved just how much the casting paid off. Now, with the new release date, the studio has more time to polish every single frame, making sure the fights are tighter, the effects are bigger, and the story hits harder. If the 2021 reboot was a warm-up, this sequel is being designed as the main event. It's clear Warner Brothers wants Mortal Kombat 2 to do more than satisfy fans. It wants the film to break out as a major summer hit, competing with the biggest superhero movies and franchise juggernauts of the year. The wait may feel long, but think about what that means. More time for post-production means sharper visual effects, smoother fight choreography, and those jaw-dropping fatalities delivered at a whole new level. Every punch, every kick, and every bone-crushing moment can be taken up a notch. And when you add in the cast's star power, the fan-favorite characters, and the promise of Outworld's full-scale invasion, it's clear this sequel isn't holding back. So yes, fans will have to be patient, but when May 2026 finally arrives, the payoff could be massive. The film isn't just another adaptation, it's being shaped as a defining moment for Mortal Kombat on the big screen. A chance to prove that video game movies can be just as epic, just as crowd-pleasing, and just as unforgettable as any superhero blockbuster. And when the lights go down, the chance of finish him will echo through theaters